Money Shack, where we dig past the headlines to uncover the real story behind the economy. Today, we're diving deep into a sector that was once the envy of the world, a beacon of innovation and sky-high salaries, the tech industry. For years, getting into tech was the golden ticket, a pathway to unprecedented wealth and career stability. But something has shifted. The once booming landscape is now riddled with uncertainty, and for many, the dream has become a nightmare. The question on everyone's mind, from recent graduates to seasoned veterans, is stark. Is the tech job market getting better, or are we witnessing a slow-motion collapse? Official reports often paint a picture of resilience, but what happens when we listen to the voices on the ground, the engineers, developers, and designers living this reality every single day? We recently scoured online forums, a digital town square where tech professionals speak candidly, often anonymously, about their experiences. The consensus, for anyone willing to look, is chilling. The prevailing sentiment? It's not better. In fact, for many, it's worse. Let's rewind a bit. Many point to 2022 and 2023 as the true turning points. One commenter noted, mass layoffs started in 2022 and doubled in 2023. These weren't minor adjustments, they were seismic shifts that reshaped the industry. Companies like the FAANG giants, once paragons of stability, were shedding tens of thousands of employees. Some argue that the sheer scale of early 2023 layoffs might make the current situation feel less intense. One software engineer in San Francisco recalled, this layoff is nothing compared to early 2023-ish when EACH of the FAANGs did like tank plus layoff, or early 2020-ish when countless companies were rescinding, both verbal and written, offers left and right. But this perspective, while offering historical context, doesn't negate the ongoing pain. Another stark data point emerged. We would technically be on track to beat 2023 as of now. Within the first 4 months, they laid off 50 plus, with 2023 reaching only 190-ish. We would exceed that at the current pace.
The tech sector shed more than 386,000 jobs in 2022 and the first half of 2023, and that number is climbing.
Google today joined a growing list of tech giants scaling back, adding to the tens of thousands of workers in the industry who find themselves unemployed.
It is Amazon doing another round of layoffs.
Mark Zuckerberg's year of efficiency back in focus this morning after another round of sweeping layoffs and job cuts.
The email that was sent out in the morning to everyone at the company, basically saying, unfortunately, your role is impacted. And that's how I found out. And then they pretty much shut everything off at the end of the day.
The FAANGs have all started layoffs again. This isn't a slowdown, it's a continuation, a relentless culling that shows no signs of abating. But layoffs are only half the story, and perhaps not even the most insidious part. The real crisis, many argue, is the hiring drought. As one user put it, the layoffs aren't as bad, but hiring has not picked up. So each month, more and more people get laid off, but there just aren't enough jobs to make up for it. This creates a chilling effect, a growing pool of unemployed talent vying for a shrinking number of opportunities. The jobs that are available tell another grim tale. The jobs that are being listed are for way less compensation and much harder qualifications. This isn't just about finding a job. It's about finding a job that offers the pay and career trajectory that once defined the tech sector. Many are forced to take significant pay cuts, sometimes as much as 50%, just to get back into the workforce. So, why is this happening? The explanations are multifaceted, pointing to a confluence of corporate strategy, economic forces, and technological shifts. Let's start with the most talked about culprit. Artificial intelligence. Companies are trying to boost their stocks by firing devs and claiming AI will make it all okay. It's a convenient narrative, a futuristic justification for cost cutting. Yet, the reality on the ground is different. As one commenter observed, yet Gen AI has solved nothing. The promise of AI replacing human labor is often used as a shield, while the actual impact on productivity and job creation remains largely unproven.
ChatGPT. Maybe you've heard of it. If you haven't, then get ready, because this promises to be the viral sensation that could completely reset how we do things. It is the embryonic version of online artificial intelligence, the early frontrunner that reportedly has just secured a $10 billion shot in the arm from Microsoft.
And there's the elephant in the room that few in the mainstream media dare to touch: outsourcing. My company just laid off 3 teams which will be outsourced to India. This isn't an isolated incident, it's a growing trend. The logic is simple for corporations. Significantly lower labor costs. This practice sparks heated debate. Some question the quality. They really think they'll get the same quality with India? Others counter, Indian devs will also literally work themselves 14 hours per day, 6 days per week, and the good ones are just as good as senior to staff level devs here. Compensation has also gone up. The argument is that for a fraction of the cost, companies can find highly competent teams abroad, especially for non-top tier talent. One user summarized it bluntly, "People really underestimate India. Unless you are looking for top-tier talent, you are gonna find better quality for 1/3 the cost." India produces tons of talent ranging from top-tier to worse than autocomplete suggestions. The top tier from India is way better than an average dev here and much cheaper. This economic reality, regardless of one's personal feelings, is a powerful driver for corporate decisions. Beyond AI and outsourcing, deeper economic currents are at play. The ZIRP bubble, the era of zero interest rate policy from 2010s to 2022, is frequently cited. This period allowed companies to borrow cheaply, fueling aggressive hiring and growth. COVID stretched that bubble out a bit, but now, with interest rates significantly higher, the party is over. High interest rates mean companies aren't going to borrow money if the rates are high. This directly impacts expansion plans and consequently hiring. However, some are cynical about what lower rates would even achieve. You think they are going to hire more when interest goes down? They will just do more stock buyback, speeds up outsourcing and automation.
Goldman Sachs recently authorized $30 billion of planned stock buybacks, and Facebook parent Meta announced plans to buy $40 billion of their own stock.
The focus, many believe, remains firmly on shareholder value, not workforce expansion. This leads us to the uncomfortable truth. Just greed and nothing more. All these companies have record high profit but still do massive layoffs and outsourcing. The pursuit of ever higher profits, often at the expense of loyal employees, appears to be a core driver. The goal? To force workers to ask less wages. Supply and demand problem. A glut of available talent drives down the market rate. The human cost of this silent crash is immense. One software engineer, unemployed in January 2024, got a job luckily in 3 months, but their new job contract may expire in August 2025. This isn't stability, it's a precarious existence. Another shared, "I took a 20 drop after a merger and was laid off." These aren't just statistics, they are lives, careers, and financial security being upended. Even those in related fields are feeling the squeeze. An expert in 3D animation and motion graphics lamented, "In 2025, I would say it's the worst job market ever seen in my 45 years on Earth. It's been brutally slow, so slow that I'm only applying 2 times a week now as it makes no sense since there are no new job postings every day." The ripple effect extends beyond core software development. This grim reality stands in stark contrast to official narratives. According to the Fed and the job reports, we're at full employment with a resilient labor market. But as one person sardonically noted, as long as people accept no pay, the employment rate would be 100%. This highlights the disconnect between macroeconomic indicators and the lived experience of countless individuals. While some isolated anecdotes suggest minor improvements, one individual found a new contract to hire position after a significant pay cut, the overwhelming sentiment is one of stagnation and decline. The more senior you are, the more better it is than 2024, offers a glimmer of hope for some, but for the majority, especially those early in their careers, the struggle is real. The tech job market is not just undergoing a correction, it's experiencing a fundamental restructuring. The golden era of endless growth and guaranteed high pay appears to be over. Companies are optimizing for profit, leveraging AI narratives and global labor pools, all while the domestic workforce faces unprecedented challenges. So, is the tech job market better in 2025 than 2024? The data from those on the front lines paints a clear, if uncomfortable, picture. It's not. It's a landscape defined by fewer jobs, lower pay, higher qualifications, and a persistent uncertainty that casts a long shadow over what was once the most promising career path. What do you think? Are you in tech, and what's your experience? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the stories the mainstream media misses, hit that like button and subscribe to Money Shack. We'll keep digging.